Hi, this is Andrew here from Fourth Element New Zealand, coming from La Paz in Mexico, where we've been trialing out the brand new natural rubber wetsuit from Fourth Element, the Zenos Arc. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so we're joined today by Alex Griffin, the head of sales for Fourth Element International, and he's going to talk us through the new Zenos Arc wetsuit. So over to you, Alex.
Yeah, well, very happy to be here with you in La Paz. It's been a lovely few days of diving. We've all been diving the suits. This is the brand new Zenos Arc. And there are a few things to mention about this suit, but probably like the most significant thing is the change of the material. This is a plant-based foam, a plant natural rubber foam that we use in the construction of this suit. And probably the biggest difference in its performance is that unlike a lot of plant-based suits that have come before, this actually outperforms standard neoprene.
Okay.
So the stretch of the suit and the compression resistance of the suit actually seem to be better than current neoprene. And we've had this out for test. We had a series of the suits made. We had some of them that were made from the standard Zenos neoprene and some of them that were made from the new plant-based material. And the test divers didn't actually know which suit they were diving. So they were just sort of swapping them around and using both different styles. And the suits did about 60 dives, so they were full-time dive professionals that used them over a whole season. And at the end of the test period, all of them preferred the Ocena version of the suit. So
right.
That's the material it's made out of. All of them preferred this version of the suit in terms of its comfort and stretch. But also, the suits seem to be in better condition as well than the standard neoprene. So the compression resistance was better after having done all of those dives, which is pretty amazing. So we can do a little stretch test. Why don't you take the sleeve there, Andrew?
I'll take the sleeve.
Yeah, they give it a good old yank.
My superior weight one there. That is ridiculously
Yeah, I mean,
stretchy.
if you hold it and give it a stretch from the top, then you'll see what we mean. And you've been obviously diving it this week.
That's right. Yeah. So we've done six dives now, and I must say it's been really nice. It's both comfortable, easy to get on. It just has a really good fit because of that extra stretch. Obviously, it's too soon to comment on the compression resistance. So do you want to just explain what that really means, so everyone really understands the benefits of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when the stretchier the neoprene traditionally, the worse it is for diving, because when you take a really supple, stretchy neoprene down to depth, the compression, you've got bubbles, obviously in the neoprene foam, and they get crushed. And if it's a really super stretchy wetsuit, you'll take that down to depth and it'll almost be like Lycra.
Right.
And sometimes they won't even then return, to their kind of original thickness.
Yeah.
So that's why you shouldn't use surf suits and that kind of thing for diving. But this, despite being stretchier than standard neoprene, actually has better compression resistance than standard neoprene. So it bounces back very easily and quickly.
And so long term, that's probably going to mean the suit lasts longer?
It should certainly mean it gives you better thermal protection.
Yeah.
And hopefully will actually just almost like stay a little, like looking a little bit better for longer as well.
Yeah.
And what the suit has is, I believe it has this sort of four-way stretch within the foam and within the actual linings as well. And it just means it molds to your body a little bit better.
Right. Okay, and so as far as the product coming to New Zealand, we're getting them in what thicknesses?
So there is going to be, just like the existing Zenos, there'll be a 3mm, a 5mm, and a 7mm in a full suit. And they all have the same features that the current Zenos have. So the 3mm and the 5mm, the cuffs end in the little sort of hydro-lock wrist we call. So with this, you just have a very kind of thin, sort of pinched glide skin, but it's still super stretchy, easy to get your hand through. On the inside of the suit, the shoulders and the legs have this smoother lining, which makes it easier for your hands and your feet to go through the suit. And down at the bottom, this is a nice feature. Like the existing Zenos, we have the cutaway ankle, which is based on a triathlon suit and makes it easier to get your foot through. But the change that we've made is that the inside of the cuff of the ankle, the original Xenos has a sort of horizontal
like seal,
yeah, exactly, to kind of stop it slipping. But that did make it sometimes quite difficult to stretch. With this, we have a vertical series of seals, and it means that, again, when you're actually then sort of putting your foot through, the suit stretches far more easily over your foot. So it really is easier to get on and off than even like the current Xenos, which was designed to be a fast transition suit. So, you know, we've managed to improve on that. In the 7mm, we have a nice feature in the cuff where instead of just having a long glide skin cuff like the existing one has, now we have an outer seal. So instead of having glide skin on the inside, it's the same material as the sort of smooth lining, so your hand's going to go through it much easier. But then there is an outer cuff that then locks with your dive glove, because obviously if you're in a 7mm,
which is what we'd be using
probably
mostly
going to be
in New
diving
Zealand.
in a glove.
Yeah, oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I think probably the only other thing I would mention, and this is, again, we're really quite, you know, excited about this, is that this is the first, we're going to be the first dive brand to bring a plant-based neoprene suit to market, but that doesn't have a kind of eco tax, if you like. So you don't pay any more for this suit than you would do for a standard 5mm. So there's really, the price is pretty much the same as the current Xenos line. So what we're saying is you can have a suit that's better for the planet, but doesn't cost the earth.
Fantastic. So to summarize, we've got a new model that performs better, doesn't cost any more, but happens to be much better for the environment and for the ocean.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So we should get the stock either at the end of December 2025 or early 2026. We have lots of units ordered in all three sizes, both male and female. So head down to your local Fourth Element dealer and try these out for yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.